You all may be seated. Okay, Mr. Brown.
Yes.
You brought this case before the court?
I did.
What's going on?
Well, she left when our son was 11 months old. He's
11 months?
11 months, yes. And she chose to pursue her career.
Wait a minute, I got hung up. You said 11 months
11
and he's
months.
10 years old now?
He's 10 years old now. She chose her career over being a parent, although she wanted to be a parent, and left me with the child. It's been hard. I do what I can do. I take care of our son. She's still chasing her dreams. Nothing wrong with that, but she did decide to have a child, and I just want to know what happened. Some kind of financial compensation if she's chasing her dreams and making all the money she wants to make. Maybe she can just throw some money our way, and that'll be fine.
That would be fine, and I agree with that, ma'am.
All right, let's get into today's powerful case. This one's got emotion, responsibility, and a tough conversation about parenting. Mr. Brown is in court, standing tall as he explains how he's been raising his 10-year-old son on his own. His former partner? She chose to focus on building her career, leaving him to handle full-time parenting. Now, Mr. Brown isn't here out of bitterness. He's here asking for child support to help cover the years he's carried the load solo. The judge listens closely, clearly recognizing the personal and financial weight Mr. Brown's been carrying. While he respects ambition, the judge reminds everyone that parenting is a shared duty, no matter what dreams you're chasing. Mr. Brown shares how he juggled work, late nights, and even went back to school, all while being a devoted dad. Tensions rising, but so is the sense that fairness will win out. This courtroom moment is about more than money. It's about accountability. Let's see how it all plays out.
Is there a reason that you have not paid this man child support? He's been having your son for 10 years.
He said throw some money their way. What that mean? Throw some money their way?
Would you clarify for her what you mean by that,
Well, if she doesn't want to be in his life and be around and be a mother, and I have to be the father and the mother, then maybe I should be compensated for being the father and the mother.
You mean by her paying child support?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's all he looks for is money.
Well,
okay, it takes more than air to raise a child, ma'am. You have to pay something. What else do you want him to receive to be able to raise this child? I'm listening.
And our child has dreams.
He needs to get a job and stop trying to depend on
me. What you need to do is listen to what I'm saying and answer my question, and not worry about what he has going on. Everything is about you right now.
Is it?
Oh, yeah, it is. We'll get to the money part in just a minute in terms of calculations, because this child has been with him for a long time, and to go without any sort of financial assistance, and based on what you've turned in, you've made money and you have not given anything to him for your child, it's absurd.
I've been throwing money his way, and I don't know what he's been doing with it, because I make over $85,000 a year.
Excuse me?
Over $85,000 a year.
You make over $85,000
over
a year?
$85,000
She hasn't given you any money, sir?
Not too much, and really, the thing is,
this dude is lying. This dude is lying.
Excuse me, I can't listen to both of y'all at the same time. I have 2 ears, but I only can listen to one person at a time.
Well, the thing is, well, she's all free pursuing her career. I have to watch the child.
Wait a minute, what kind of, ma'am,
Well, it's hard to find a job and take care of a kid.
What kind of career does she have?
She's an esthetician.
Okay.
In today's courtroom spotlight, Mr. Brown presents a heartfelt plea. For the past decade, he's been doing it all, playing the role of both mom and dad to his young son. Between parenting full-time, holding down a job, and pushing forward with his own education, Mr. Brown has been carrying a heavy load. Now he's asking for something simple, a bit of financial help from his ex-partner, who's earning a solid income of over $85,000 a year working as an esthetician. He's not demanding the moon, just enough to help cover day-to-day costs, from groceries to his son's favorite activities like go-karts and video games. The judge listens with focused attention, clearly moved by the sacrifices Mr. Brown has made. Then comes a deeply emotional moment. Mr. Brown shares how his son often wonders where his mother is, a question that tugs at the heart and adds even more weight to the case. As he speaks, the courtroom grows quiet. The tension is thick. Mr. Brown isn't just asking for money. He's asking for fairness, support, and a recognition of all he's given.
taking care of people's eyelashes.
Okay.
She makes pretty good money at it. Actually, she's good at her job.
And
Okay.
she worked hard for it too.
However,
Ma'am.
diapers and
Excuse me, sir. All this extra and this attitude, I'm the only person that can have an attitude in here, okay? Yes, it's right. So I'm gonna need you to tone it down a little bit, okay? Thanks. Go ahead, sir.
And our 10-year-old is a growing boy, and he has a lot of things he'd like to do, and it's very hard for me. I don't want to get any government assistance. I would like to do it as best as I can on my own. However, I can't go back to school and take care of our son and have a job and run a business. Is very hard, and
I imagine so.
it is.
I imagine so. What type of expenses does your son have?
He has normal childhood expenses, food.
Is he involved in extracurricular activities?
Yes, he likes to read. He likes games. I like to keep him with electronics and things to spark his interest.
What type of extracurricular activities?
He likes go-karts, motorcycles. He likes race cars, train sets, video games. He likes going out to the park, going to the lake, and all that.
Ma'am, do you hear all of that? All of that costs money.
It sure does, and like he said, I've been throwing money their way.
Every now and then, it hasn't been consistent.
It's not very consistent.
And it clearly cannot be consistent. Otherwise, you wouldn't have a reason to be here.
Does he have a job? Can you ask him that question?
Ma'am, you know what? He's taking care of the child.
Doing what though?
The child lives with him, correct?
Correct.
Right. So whether he works or not, it doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that he is raising you all's child, and you're not doing anything consistently. So we're going to make that change.
According to him, though, right?
I want to see you do the same. After I finish with these calculations. Okay.
She insists she's been sending money here and there, though she quickly admits it's been far from consistent. Then she shifts the blame, questioning why Mr. Brown hasn't gotten a job and accusing him of depending on her financially. That's when the judge steps in firm and unshaken. He makes it crystal clear. Mr. Brown has been the one doing the heavy lifting, raising their child day in and day out. A few scattered payments don't come close to covering the true cost or commitment of parenting. Tension spikes as her tone turns cold and dismissive. She even suggests Mr. Brown should just go get a job, completely ignoring the fact that he's been a full-time parent for 10 years. The judge doesn't let that slide. He reminds her that parenting isn't part-time, and it certainly isn't optional. It takes more than the occasional check. It takes steady support and real presence. Her lack of accountability is loud and clear. And the judge?
So, who carries health insurance?
Obviously not him.
Do you carry it? Do you carry health insurance for the child?
Ask him.
Do you carry health insurance for
all the information?
Ma'am.
Well, see, that's the problem. I have a hard time communicating with her. Communication.
I'm having a hard time communicating with her, so I can't even imagine what you have to deal with and talking to her about the child.
And he just wants to know where his mother is and why she doesn't want to be part of our lives, and why she doesn't want to come around, why she wasn't involved in any of his after-school activities.
That is a legitimate concern. That is
The
a
teachers
legitimate
want to know
concern.
where his mother
Sir,
is.
Who pays health insurance for the
Well, the
child?
health insurance, it's kind of hard right now.
So he doesn't have any health
He has no
insurance
health
coverage
insurance,
right
no.
now.
He has no health insurance.
Please.
So we're going to fix that right now. So according to your own testimony and your tax returns and your 1099s, it does equate to about $85,000 a year. So what we're going to do is order you to pay child support. Based on your gross, it comes out to $7,083.33. And right now the child isn't covered on any sort of health insurance coverage, so you're also going to be responsible for obtaining health insurance for the child, okay? And I'm going to order you do that within 30 days. That's what you're going to have to do. I have your net resources at $5,138.10. So your child support obligation monthly, and giving you credit, how many other children did you say?
I have 4.
4, okay. So giving you credit for your other children, your child support obligation comes out to $698.78. And I'm also going to order you pay back support to this man. He requested in his paperwork that you pay back support to him. It's known as retroactive child support.
And when it comes time for the verdict, the judge doesn't mince words. After reviewing the ex-partner's income, clocking in at $85,000 a year. She lays down a firm order, $698.78 per month in child support. But that's just the beginning. The judge also gives her 30 days to secure health insurance for their son. Then comes the big one, retroactive child support. For the 4 years she didn't contribute, the total owed is $33,541.44. That amount will be paid back in monthly installments of $1,000. When all's said and done, her total monthly obligation adds up to $1,698.78. The judge is crystal clear. This ruling isn't just about numbers on paper. It's about making sure the child's needs are met and holding both parents accountable. And with one final reminder, it's a strong, no-nonsense decision. Firm, fair, and focused on what really matters, the child.
Texas, it can go back the last 4 years. So, in calculating what your monthly child support obligation should be for the past 4 years, child support back pay is $33,541.44. And I'm going to have you repay that monthly at $1,000. So your total monthly obligation is $1,698.78 for child support obligation. Any questions about that?
As long as he get a job and stop living off of me.
You know what, ma'am? He can't be living off of you if you haven't given him anything consistently.
That's according to him.
Okay, well, you haven't provided me with anything different. Okay, so, exactly. Is there anything further, sir?
No, not too much. As long as she doesn't want to be around and she's willing to financially help support him, then maybe I can go off and further my education and be a better father and mother.
Sounds good to me. So, if there's nothing further from either of you, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, you know what, ma'am, cut it.
As the hearing wraps up, the judge takes a moment to lay down some powerful truths. In Texas, the law is clear. Whether you're self-employed or working a 9-to-5, your responsibility to your child doesn't change. And that includes retroactive child support, which can reach back up to 4 years to make up for missed contributions. The judge underscores a vital point. Raising a child isn't just about love. It's about showing up consistently, both financially and emotionally. Mr. Brown's unwavering dedication doesn't go unnoticed. The judge commends him for stepping up, but reminds everyone watching, no parent should have to sacrifice their own goals just to fill in for someone else who stepped away. This case closes with a bigger message. If you know someone walking this path alone, don't stay silent. Share their story. Help them find support. Because in the end, these courtrooms aren't just about money. They're shaping the lives of kids who deserve better. The judge's final words leave a lasting echo. Parenting is a team effort, and no child should ever have to go without the support they're owed.